This, ladies and gentlemen, is my third ever custom made, handmade knife. And I'm very excited about it. I've been talking about this on and off for a while, ever since I ordered it a while back. And it just arrived this morning. I woke up this morning and I got myself a beer. Just kidding. I woke up this morning and I went to the front door to let the dog out, and this was sitting on the steps in a box, of course. And how excited was I, man? That never happens, that something gets delivered late night, you know, and you wake up and see this on the front step. So I'm going to unsheath it and stop talking. Black Rock Knives, Black Rock Knives on Instagram. I've been following this guy, Ken. His last name is Vehikite. I'm sorry, that's a total slaying of his name, but I have to talk to him and find out how he pronounces it. I've been following him on Instagram for several years now and have just drooled over his knives, and finally pulled the trigger on this a while back. And oh my God, I love this thing. It is, well, it's amazing. Beautifully crafted. I believe this is $10.95. Ooh, I asked for it double-edged and I just forgot as I was running my hand down the blade. Usually they come without the swedge sharpened, but if you ask, he will do it for you. I think most knife makers are accommodating in that way when they have nice swedges like that. I love the texturing on the flats. And you know what's cool is when you watch, there have been videos that he's put up, or photographs that he's put up on Instagram, sort of showing the progress on knives, and it's cool to see. I mean, he hasn't done that in a little while, I don't think, but I remember seeing, when I first saw this, I was like, oh, these grinds, I should do that when I'm doing my hobby, my knife hobby stuff, because I can cover up my bad grinds. But you see his process. His grinds are perfect and beautiful, and it's part of his aesthetic to put those grooves in there, and it's part of what I really love about these knives. He's got a wide range of models. This one, the Monkey Thumper, is one of a few of these kind of ringed karambit fixed blades. It works great that way, and when I first bought it, I was thinking of it to use this way, but now that I have it in hand, I find this to be really comfortable, and I like how it angles out the blade. So if you're going to use this okay, I'll say it. If you're going to use this as a weapon and you're going to, you know, try and slash or punch with it, having it angled out like that is the perfect, it's the perfect angle. You don't have to torque your wrist so much, and you get a lot of action out of it. Same thing when it's in this position. Look at the angle off my hand compared to, we'll use this, a straight bladed knife, a straight handled knife. Okay, so I'm gonna hold this like this, and look at the angle of the blade coming out of my hands. Now, without trying to alter too much, I'm gonna put that down, slide that in. Look at that. I mean, they both are effective, you know, in their ways, but for slashing, it's like having a kukri in your hand. In any case, all that being said, I bought this because I think it's beautiful, and I think Ken's knives are gorgeous, and he takes great care in all the detailing. I have to believe that each one of these handles is unique. I mean, I can't. So I love knowing that this is a unique, you know, what do you call it? Patterning on this handle. You've got these G10 pins, which I think is really cool. This is my first knife with G10 pins, and geez, I just love everything about this knife. So thank you, Ken, for such a beautiful knife. I'm gonna do what I always do. I'm gonna, just so you can see it next to things, there it is next to a paramilitary tube, for good size comparisons and ideas of what of what the size is on this thing. If you start hearing weird squeaks, the dog just came in with his new indestructible toy. He goes through them in like a week. Okay, so there and there. Now, with a couple of like-minded blades, here it is with the Tops, what the hell is this called? Rapid Strike. And here it is with my first custom knife ever, the Attention to Detail Mercantile Fighter, which I also had Douglas put a double edge on this one. I mean, why not? Well, don't answer that. Oh, here's a knife that is kind of in a similar, I don't know. I saw it and I said, why don't I just compare it to this K-bar, which a lot of people carry and have and might know for size. So the Monkey Thumper is, what is it? 1, 2, 3. It's about a 3.5 inch blade. So it's a, well, from your hand, 1, 2, 3.5. Yeah. So it's a good sized blade, but for a fixed blade, you know, it's relatively small and in a lovely way, quite svelte. So it's gonna fit. I like to carry it in the waistband. It's gonna fit in the waistband really nicely. Oh, 2 more things I want to show it with, and then I'll dip, because I know this is just the first impressions. But I wanted to show it with a couple of other ringed knives. Here it is with the CRKT Joe Caswell collaboration, and with the Super Karambit from Emerson. So these are, you know, other ringed implements that I have that I wanted to compare it to. Now, I used to have the Tops Cut 4.0, which was a really great knife that I just never carried, didn't use it, and I figured, well, when I ordered this, I was like, I may as well get rid of that one and have this as my ringed fixed blade. It was my way of justifying this purchase, and I am totally fine with that. So I'm down to only a few ringed implements. The Fox Knives $5.99 is the other. In any case, this has been about the Black Rock Knives Monkey Thumper. Please go to Instagram, do yourself a favor, look up Black Rock Knives, rock spelled R-O-C. I think there's an black_ROC_knives. And oh, he makes these killer looking daggers, and then these big bowies that I can't remember what he calls them. And lots of he has one that looks almost like a smatchet. It's like a real big broad bladed bowie. His stuff is really cool. Go check it out. All right, thanks a lot for watching, and I'm going to leave you with this beauty shot.